Hello, my name is Catherine and I am an educator here at Jamestown Settlement. Today we are sitting in our recreated Powhatan town. This is a living history site that we often refer to as Paspahegh. And today I'm joined by one of our amazing interpreters. This is Ace.
Hi, today we are going to talk about the art of cordage and how the Paspahegh and many other Powhatan tribes are using that art to make some of their most valuable resources.
Cordage refers to the process of making rope, string, or twine from natural fibers. If you have ever made a friendship bracelet or braided hair, you are already familiar with the art of cordage. And from our shoelaces to ship's lines and everything in between, cordage remains an invaluable resource that nearly every culture has developed their own process for making.
Centuries ago, in the land of Senakamaka, the Paspahegh and other Powhatan tribes are creating their cordage from native plants like the yucca that we've got around us here, which has made some of these materials that we use on site today.
The use of rope and other woven fibers in a Powhatan community would have been extensive, and cordage making may have been an activity that occurred throughout the year, possibly even on a daily basis. In addition to yucca, Powhatan cordage was also produced from the fibers of other native plants like dogbane, pounded animal tendons, or the inner bark of trees. These materials were scraped or pounded into thin fibers, processed, and then twisted to different thicknesses. Cordage making was an essential skill in Powhatan society that combined art and technology. It was used to make everything from fish nets and fishing lines to bags, baskets, ceramic decorations, clothing, and textiles. It was also an important component of the house building process. Rope and string were used to lash together the Yehaken's wooden frame and attach woven mats to the exterior. Each Yehaken requires several miles of string and rope in its construction.
Here are some tips to practice the indigenous art of cordage in your home or your classroom. Step 1, find your fibers. For our purposes, we will be using raffia fibers, which come from a raffia palm native to Central and South America as well as Africa. These are available in bulk online and from most craft stores. You can even reuse plastic bags cut into long, thin strips. Step 2, prepare your fibers.
Arrange them so that they're about even length with each other. You can always add into that cord as you go, but you want to start off with something that's relatively even in length, and the thickness of your cord will be determined by how many of those fibers you're actually going to stack and strand together. So that can really be up to your own personal preference. But once you've got those strands gathered, you're then going to fold them in half so that you have two sections that you're then going to twist independently of each other in the same direction.
Step 3, choose your method. You can make cordage alone or with a team of 3.
So once you have folded your strands in half and you've got two sections, you're going to then lay them on your thigh and start rolling them in the same direction so that the cords are spinning or twisting independently of each other, but going both away from yourself. And then on the other side, they will start twisting up on themselves like this. Then I typically will grab that pinch or grab that twist, pinch it, and then twist the top cord away from myself and then bring it over the bottom cord, folding it towards me. Now the former bottom part is now on top, so I'm going to twist that away from me and then fold it over again, sliding my finger down to keep catching that twist, and then just continuing this process until the cord is long enough that I can start adding it to a fish net or making a basket or a belt or any other kind of material item that I might need. So now we're going to demonstrate how you can make a cord of rope with a group of people. So this is a great activity for the classroom so that you can get all of your students learning how to make their own strands of cord. What we're going to do, I've first tied my strands in a knot at the top. I'm going to hold that knot as sort of the anchor, and each of these wonderful volunteers are going to hold one half. And then as each section gets twisted a little bit tighter, they're going to be twisting in the same direction. So once we get the whole row or the whole length of it twisted, then I will start to twist myself and we'll see how it joins together. I'm going to now start twisting my knot in the opposite direction that the two of you were twisting. Now it wants to be twisted together.
Look at that.
And then I'll go ahead and pinch them right here.
Okay.
And then if we let go.
Let go? Me too?
Yep. So when I let go, that's how we can test the strength of it. If it unravels, that means that we were either twisting in opposite directions or flipping it back in the same direction, which would have unraveled it.
Because the materials used to make cordage are natural and decompose easily, it usually will not survive archaeologically. Cordage is, however, archaeologically documented in the form of impressions on pottery and other ceramics which do survive from the time period. Other primary sources that refer to Powhatan cordage come from the written accounts of early 17th century Englishmen who observed the practice, like this written account from John Smith.
Betwixt their hands and thighs, their women used to spin barks of trees, deer sinews, or a kind of grass they call pimenol. Of these they make a thread very even and ready. This thread serveth for many uses, as about their housing, apparel, and also they make nets for fishing, for the quantity as formerly braided as ours. John Smith, A Map of Virginia, 1612.
Now that you have picked up this very important skill, practice at home and share your results with us either in the comments below or on our Facebook page.
And to learn more about the converging cultures of the Powhatan, English, and West Central Africans here in early Virginia, and to see the cordage used in our Paspahegh town or on the ships and in the fort, come and see us here at Jamestown Settlement.